against Moses, why have you brought us out of the land of Egypt to die in the wilderness? For there is no food, no water, and our soul loathes this worthless bread on the way. And the people spoke against God. Talk about manna. They were so angry that they were complaining to God about supernatural food. And I think we get there in church. We get there as human beings. We get so angry. We became enamored with corruption and our president here. We got angry. You look at our social media pages. We were just spewing out rubbish about our leaders. We were doing a lot of crazy stuff. Now, please, I'm not saying God is responsible for this. I'm just showing you it was similar circumstances. That's all. All right? And then the Bible now says, and they said this worthless. Why did you bring us this? Our soul loathes this worthless with verse 6. So the Lord sent fiery serpents among them. And they beat the people, and many of the people of Israel died. And I thought, oh my God. And therefore the people came to Moses and said, we're getting the feedback, the people came to Moses and said, we have sinned, for we have spoken against the Lord and against you. Pray to the Lord that he would take away the serpents from us. And I thought, wow, this is great. So Moses prayed for the people. And then the Lord said to Moses, make a fiery serpent. In other words, God didn't take the serpent. He said, make a fiery serpent, set it on a pole, and it shall be that everyone who is bitten, and when he looks at it, shall live. Now, this was so interesting to me. God said, I didn't take the serpents away. I didn't take the virus away. But I'm going to provide a solution to the virus. And I had to apply this in two levels. It was a physical snake that bit them, that they got delivered from. And then I remembered what Jesus himself said in John chapter 3, verse 5. Well, this is when Nicodemus came to him. I don't have time to read it all. He says in verse 14, John chapter 3, verse 14, it says, as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, so must the Son of Man be lifted up, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have